Hey you, I'm getting quite used to having you around. It's Lucy Luck, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new Lego Fortnite game. This is a survival crafting mode within Fortnite that's similar to farming sims like Minecraft or Animal Crossing. So, without further ado, get comfy cozy, pop on some headphones if you like, and let's go on an adventure. Ooh. This is beautiful. Oh, hello there. Where am I? Who are you? Who am I? Wait, I know that last one. My name's Bright Bomber. Nice to meet you. And you're Lucy Luck. Why does that sound familiar? I've never fallen into a brand new place like this before, but I'm glad we fell together. Could be dangerous out there. We should prepare ourselves. Seems like there's a lot of wood and granite around here. I wonder what we could make with them. Okay. So, looks like we are going to need to look for some wood and granite. Is that a cow? That's a cow. Oh my goodness, I can pet the cow. Wow. That is one talented bovine. Okay, ADHD is in full effect. Let's get some more wood and granite. Ooh, there's pumpkins too. Yoink. Yoink. Okay. We're off to a good start. Looks like we spawned in a really good area. Now let's see if we can find a good place to set this campfire that we can now make. I've already done a bit of playing in the harder survival mode, but I wanted to try this out with enemies turned off for a more cozy experience. I wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy this or not because I got a bit burned out on farming sims during the pandemic. But so far, I've really been loving this. Oh, I'm hungry. Glad I got those pumpkins. But anyways, as I was saying, this is similar to other survival crafting games, but not so similar that it's boring or repetitive. I know we've seen a lot of farming sims come out over the years, or survival crafting games, however you'd like to describe it. But we've seen a lot of them, so it's tricky to strike that right balance. Now where are we? It looks like we're kind of close to a cold biome, which could come in handy, but we don't want to set up camp there. I'm going to need to look for a nice flat area somewhere here in the grasslands that isn't too far from all of the biomes. So let's keep grabbing our materials and check out what we need. There's a sheep. Come back. Let me love you. Why are you running? Oh, it's cold. Okay, I'm gonna risk it all. I'm gonna risk it all for the pets. Beautiful. Worth it. This game mode is really pretty. I love these vineyard-like trees here. I don't know why I'm calling them that. I feel like those aren't vineyards, right? They look like something that you would see in a vineyard. I think I just know that from GTA though. Okay. My main concern with playing without enemies is that it might just hold progress on a bigger camp. I know to upgrade our town we may need some materials you can only get from enemies, but we will see. Ooh. So this spot looks promising. Looks like there's even a cave right there. And animals, but I'm not seeing a ton of close by resources. I like that there's lots of space, but there's also some trees over. Well, I'm just gonna collect whatever resources are through here and then check out this area closer to the forest. I love the wildflowers too. This game is absolutely gorgeous at sunset. Wow. Okay, this isn't a bad area either. We're closer to some resources, close to trees, have some naturally occurring food. I don't know. I kind of also want to check out inside the forest area. Since it's not quite nighttime yet, I'd kind of like to just keep exploring a bit. Because it's really pretty and I don't really want to hunker down just yet. I'm really impressed with these graphics. I think I've noticed that the quality of even the Battle Royale has been stunning. Oh, what's this up here? Ooh. Okay, I don't know if it's the sunset that's selling this for me, but this is super promising. It's a nice flat area. I'm just gonna go ahead and go for it. Let's place our campfire right here. Beautiful. And there's already like an existing build that could be fun to build off of. So we've unlocked a crafting bench and a shack. What's this? Ooh, more milk, yoink. And seed and a bone. Cow. Hello, cow. We have a pet cow. That's all I've ever wanted. Okay, where should we set our crafting bench? Here looks good. Alright, just place that right there, I think. Beautiful. Can't use in the rain. Wow, this crafting bench predicts the weather. Okay, maybe I should have placed it under this build. Or better yet, I should probably make a shack to put it under because I don't know if the existing rundown thing is really gonna cover much. So let's get a bit more wood and then we should be able to make a shack. Lots of pumpkins, lots of animals. I think this was a solid choice. I'm curious where Bright Bomber went. I think that's her name. I'm curious where she ran off to. I feel like she was supposed to follow us or at the very least spawn in when we made our campfire, but I think I have a solid understanding of what to do from here. So I think we'll be alright. Okay. How to place this guy. Other objects in the way. I do wish that there was more of a bird's eye building mode. That way I can really get a good idea of if things are centered. I think it's centered enough. Ooh. I really love the clickiness of this building. That's really nice. I'm hungry though, so I'm always hungry. Okay. looks like we have one more. Nice. Perfect. Okay, now from here, we should be able to put the crafting bench. Except I don't think I can move the crafting bench until I've made something to break it down. Or just build a new one entirely. And now I'm cold. Oh dear. Well, now what? I can't leave the fire. I can't craft a torch in order to keep getting resources. So I think that I'm stuck here. I think I'm stuck here until daytime comes right back around. So now we wait. Alright, now it's starting to die down. Almost. Almost. Nice. Okay, so now we can see the crafting bench. And it looks like I'm going to need some more wood. So, we're gonna head back out for some supplies. And the nighttime ambience is really cozy. It's not quite as cozy with enemies. In the normal survival mode, we have skeletons and wolves to worry about. There are also these wild snail-like creatures that roll at you and can take you out in one hit early game. As entertaining as that would be, I wanted to make sure I give y'all at least one video every so often that isn't completely silly. Just something purely relaxing. But I do love getting absolutely silly with it. The sunrise is nice too. I'm very satisfied with this spot so far. Okay, now we got our axe. I need a torch too. We need more wood. More wood. I didn't check to see if I'm anywhere near a desert biome, as well as the cold biome, but I think we'll be just fine. My mission today is to just get a town started and upgrade it a bit till we can make a cozy cabin. But I'm pretty pumped on this. I think I've mentioned in a stream before that Fortnite is one of my guilty pleasures. I also mentioned I would likely never play it on the channel because I have a habit of getting a little bit, how do I put this? Passionate. Yeah, we'll go with the word passionate. I don't think anyone would be able to relax to the person I become when I'm in a battle royale match. But this is nice. There's also a ton of new games out right now I'm looking forward to playing. What are y'all enjoying right now? I'm still riding that Baldur's Gate 3 hype train, but I can't wait to play the new Alan Wake and Spider-Man 2. Red Dead Online also has Snowpack, so I'll likely hop on there soon. I'm a busy girl right now. Okay, so we have our pickaxe and torch. So we're set. Now I can take down this crafting bench and put it in a more proper place. Put it right there. Perfect. Okay. Now what? Okay, I'm gonna make another 4 stacks since mine's almost broken. Okay. And now what? I think my inventory is getting just a little bit crowded. Just a little bit. few things and put it in this chest here. But after that, I think we can build our town square and really start developing a cozy little village here. What all have we unlocked so far? Okay, this is our village square. Now where should we put this? It would probably make sense to put it directly in the center, but I'm afraid that will get in the way of potential builds, so I think what I'm going to do is place it a bit closer to the trail. My only concern is this yellow halo thing. I don't know if that means I can only build in this area, or what? I guess we'll find out. I imagine that I have to build inside the highlighted area for the builds to count towards upgrading the town, but I'm not sure. If only there was some sort of way to type a question in on my phone and immediately get an answer. Okay, now what do we need to upgrade? Looks like just some more wood and granite to at least get it to the next level. So I'll probably chop this down to probably that stray log over there. Okay, so a few days have gone by since I last did voiceover for this video. So, for all that remains of it, you're getting a different Lucy. Not a worse one, but definitely not a better one. I have two brain modes. One, sleepy, and two, also sleepy, but subtly unhinged. The Lucy playing the game right now is just sleepy and doing her best to make a cozy camp with the limited resources she has. The Lucy talking right now is doing her best to survive in real life. This is not a cry for help. I'm just trying to say I ate half a slice of cold pizza for breakfast, and I stayed up all night for no real reason. If you've eaten half a slice of cold pizza for breakfast and stayed up all night for no real reason, then I'm glad you're here, and I hope we can develop a sort of feral camaraderie about the fact we aren't proper adults, and that's okay. What is a proper adult anyway? I don't know, because I'm too busy playing Lego Fortnite and Baldur's Gate for the plot. Anyway, how are you? I've been a little inconsistent with uploads lately, and I have a new reason every time for that, but what it truly boils down to is I'm nervous. I'm nervous about videos not being good enough or relaxing enough or entertaining enough. But I think what I'm most nervous about is succeeding. This is not the first time I've started something bold that began to make me feel more and more anxious. So, this time, I thought if I didn't show my face, if I used a different name, and if I didn't tell anyone I knew about it, it could be different this time. But it's not. The only difference is I'm still doing it, and I plan to continue doing it, even though I'm afraid. I think I used to be more the type of person to fake it till you make it, so to speak. But I think it's important to embrace vulnerability and acknowledge the side of you that's a bit messy and scared sometimes. especially nowadays when so much of what we see is highly polished. Anyway, all that was just to say, I hope you like Messy Lucy because that's who I am half the time. And I hope you like your own half messy selves too. Or maybe you're full messy. That's also a vibe. Alright, I'm done being a silly loose goose. Let's talk about Lego Fortnite. Right now, I am building my first proper shelter that I'll be able to put a bed in for myself. I won't be needing the bed too often since there aren't enemies in this custom world, but I enjoy having it because an empty cabin feels silly. There's also a sense of comfort just knowing it's there. In worlds where there are enemies, the beds are useful to regain hearts and respawn if you meet an untimely demise on your adventures. Aren't those clicks just so good? Sometimes I feel like a fake ASMR artist because I'm not doing that all the time. Little sounds like that. I do when I'm thinking, and that's one of my favorite triggers. But for the most part, I just talk really soft. Is that cool? You good with that? Or should I step it up? I've been going to sleep more lately to unintentional ASMR, but I go through phases. I was on a big cranial nerve exam kick for a while, and now I find myself listening to game lore videos or podcasts. Speaking of, Tim Downey, the voice actor behind Gale, Degarios, and Baldur's Gate 3, has a podcast I've been listening to religiously. It's called Folklands. Him and Justin Chubb, who's a writer, I believe, drive around England talking about history and folklore. It's really nice. My favorite part about it is that... What's that? Well, I have to follow that thing. What was I saying? My favorite part about it is that it's not too polished. And I don't mean that to be any sort of underhanded compliment at all. It's really a hidden gem. It feels like I'm really there with them in the car, just driving around and learning about everything in their smart brains. And I love that. The butterflies lead you to chests, by the way. I don't know why I wrote it into the script like I didn't know what that was. Maybe because it could be too fourth wall breaky, but I think we're a bit past that for this video. The gig is up. I played this days ago, and I'm just rewatching it and talking to you. But yeah, on the no enemies map, it's kind of a must to chase those butterfly thingies. I mean, it's hard to resist when it's all glowy and shiny like that. But since there aren't enemies in this one, I can't get necessary mats to upgrade my camp all the way, and those chests will have them sometimes. It didn't that time, but one of these days. I remember at this point in my gameplay, I was beginning to realize that I wasn't going to be able to upgrade my camp much without enemy materials. So while I was getting wood and granite, I was pondering. I pondered about starting over completely in the true survival mode, and I actually did that, and gave keys to my friends, and deemed the entire ordeal not so suitable for coziness. The enemies can be ruthless in early game. The caves are surprisingly challenging, friends. Well, I love my friends. Maybe I'll stream some of the survival gameplay sometime. I feel like I'm breaking the rules when I do non-ASMR streams on this channel, but I was born to break rules. That's not true. I just don't want to start a separate account. And also, I'm so good at rules. I'm notoriously good at rules. I follow rules that don't even exist. I just make them up in my brain and say them's the rules, and I do them. When I was a kid, I tried on a ring at an amusement park and forgot to take it off, and it haunted me for years. I felt like a dirty criminal, and I never told anyone that until just now. Can I still get into trouble for that? With the cabin now done and bed made, I realized that I was in fact correct in my statement earlier that you must build inside the Golden Town Square halo, or else you won't get points to upgrade the town. So I made a lumber mill in order to try and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I needed points and blanks, but it turns out my lumber mill offering was not suitable to the Homeowners Association. So I made a temporary double shack, and they loved that shit. I think I'm allowed to say one bad word for this to be considered PG-13, and for adults to not think I'm a total loser that's incapable of depravity. I feared my statement about accidental theft would make me appear too harmless, when in fact I aim to be morally gray. It's at this point that I am no longer able to upgrade my town or bench anymore. So, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, you could leave a like. Those are nice, but you don't have to. I like comments a lot. Hearing from you makes me feel less like I'm whispering into the void. And I really, really like when people join the Comfy Cozy Club Discord. That way I can see all of your cats. Sweet dreams, and even though I'm nervous, I truly do look forward to seeing you